to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This article is entitled Trump Supporters Wanted to Get Beaten Up by Antifa. They are shouting things like, "No Trump, no wall, no USA at all." That's Antifa. And that, my friends, is anarchy. This piece is from Breitbart, and as usual I will put a link on my website. Left-wing activists are scrambling to excuse their violence carried out by Antifa activists at Sunday's counter-protest in Berkeley, California, in which 5 conservative demonstrators were injured and 13 attackers were arrested. It seems like Trump supporters wanted to get beaten up, said civil rights lawyer Dan Siegel, according to the East Bay Times. Siegel praised the actions of the Berkeley Police Department, which allowed Antifa to jump barricades and attack the few right-wing protesters who had gathered after a No to Marxism rally was cancelled for fear of violence. There were about 400 police and about 100 Antifa protesters. Police later claimed their actions were necessary to prevent greater violence in a confrontation with Antifa. The San Jose Mercury News quoted Berkeley Police Chief Andrew Greenwood saying there was no need for confrontation over a grass patch. Berkeley Mayor Jesse Ugrin is now calling on the University of Berkeley, California, to cancel the Free Speech Week, an event planned for late September in which conservative campus group called Berkeley Patriot is inviting controversial speakers including former Breitbart news tech editor Milo Yiannopoulos to speak, and others. And the article continues. Now I ask this question, could this happen elsewhere? Well, it already is happening in Europe, and most likely will happen in Canada. Most likely here, it won't be what's going on in the US that sparks it. It'll be an anti-free speech bill currently going through Parliament, supported by the Liberal Communist Party of Canada and its leader. There will come a point, I don't know whether mild-mannered Canadians have woken up yet, but they will soon, and I predicted this earlier this year. There will be massive civil unrest caused mostly by one party in Canada, but I must say the so-called Conservatives are doing very little or nothing to fight for free speech or defend your charter rights. I think we should all be concerned that the opposition party doesn't seem that opposed to taking away our free speech. So maybe, just maybe, we will see scenes like Berkeley in Canada. Wouldn't that be sad? You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.